Okay, we got boiled one. Putting this shit. It's gonna be the first one. I heard that this is like, people keep telling me that this is like one of the scariest ones they've ever seen. Fucking 4 million views, and like I'm already starting off with the scariest one. Really? This is what y'all having me do? Heck yeah! Oh, you fan? Wait, where did that chat box go? There you are. You a fan, Josh? Of the boiled one? Or have you ever seen it? Human Torch, roasted combined flesh. What the hell? Time to get scared. I'm drawing the little doodles. Sounds good, Remy. Or I'll go into Denmark. Going after Maryland. Human Torch. Human Torch is actually kind of cool in Marvel Rivals. Last I played. That was like the last time I played was like when Human Torch came out. And he actually seems pretty fun, but like kind of hard to get good with him, you know. Same thing with the Thing. Anyway. Alright, starting it up. Love SCPs. What's SCP? Your first time seeing the boiled one? Okay. This is my first time seeing the boiled one too, Ogluke. What a coincidence. Alright, alright. So, I have no idea what to expect. Should I read the description first? Because I know stuff like this, like descriptions can actually kind of be important. The media curated The Boiled One Phenomenon by Dr. Nowhere. Media curated created and brought to you by WebU Industries, courtesy of the Ephrata branch. What do these things mean? What is Ephrata? Does that mean something? Search. Ah, it's a city in Pennsylvania. Okay. You deserve to know. You deserve better. Very ominous. Alright. Special containment procedures. Thank you. What do you... What do you mean you love special containment procedures, Kate? Imagine if Neo got a hello taper fade. What a coincidence! By the way, y'all, since I recently just got 700 subscribers, I'm going to celebrate that number by streaming as Bald Neo. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming Bald while playing Baldi's Basics because I just thought that would be a funny idea. I'm gonna schedule that at some point this week. Yeah, look forward to that. I might drink during that stream too, because playing Baldi's Basics while drunk sounds funny to me. Cure the Pestilence. Does anyone remember 055? Hello, Glitch Trap. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? I saw you in my chat yesterday. Are you ready to check out some analog horror? Face reveal? What do you mean face reveal? I'm just gonna be streaming Bald. Wait, are you saying that I'm Bald IRL? Wouldn't that be some shit? Maybe the reason why I have long hair as a VTuber is because I can't have hair IRL. That would be a good reason. That'd be a good reason to do VTubing. You know, stock up on alcohol, then it's gonna be fire. Let's go. No, I'm not gonna be doing a face reveal. I got scared, Sojo over. Anyway, let's go. The Boiled One Phenomenon. The warning. You always gotta start out these analog horrors with like a warning, like the warning thing. That's like a staple. Earplugs, pencil, sheet of paper, standard Christian Bible. Open to Psalms 9110. Ah, is that the one from like Faith, the Unholy Trinity? If something unusual begins speaking in tongues, tangible to the naked ears. On the following page. Do I actually have to write? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write this down. I do have a piece of paper, and I have a pencil. Okay, doing this. I can see. Write this on the page. I can see this paper. I can see my hand. I wonder how important this actually is. Don't do it. You say don't do it, don't draw this, don't write this. 999. SCP-999. What are you talking about? I have no idea what y'all are even talking about right now. Are you saying don't do the face reveal? Because I don't plan on it. Not anytime soon, at least. By the way, I can't hear the screaming of that. Wait, what? I can't hear the screaming. Why are you having me write down video of thousands? Okay. This is the only time I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm committed to the bit right now. I'm not gonna do this every single time it tells me to do something like this. This is taking a long time now. Because I can't write that quickly. I can't hear the feast. I'm more of a fast typer than a fast writer. I am a moving, breathing human being on planet Earth. Okay. I did it. Don't write it. It's a death sentence. Please don't do it. Uh-oh. Fuck. I swear what I said. I can't hear. Oh no. Oh no. I'm cooked. Chat, I'm so cooked already. God damn. I wonder if that's gonna make this reaction worse or better. I can't hear the screaming of thousands in my basement. I don't have a basement. I definitely don't have anyone screaming in there. This 1471 was cool until new fans corrupted, bro. I have no idea what you're even talking about. Not about the year? Oh no, Josh. Josh, I did it already. I'm cooked, am I? Aren't I? I'm sorry. 07, y'all. It was good to know you. It was good knowing you. If this is my last stream, you'll know why. It's because the boiled one came to get me. I think. First to die in a horror movie. It's because I was trying to do the screamer thing, you know, where I do a bit and I commit to it. But I committed too hard. And that's out of your basement. What basement? No evil shall befall you, and no plague shall come near your dwelling. After these words. Wait, do I actually have to read all these? Hold on. After these words are written, recite Psalms 9110 aloud. If the memory is the imagery of something unholy persists in your mind, pray is all you can do. Okay, I'm not going to do all of this. All I said was I was going to do the writing thing. Am I going to be cooked if I just do the writing thing and I don't do anything else? In the event you are required to carry out these procedures, contact authorities immediately afterwards. You will be administered amnesiacs? Wait, amnestics? I don't know what the fuck are amnestics. I've never heard of that word. That's a made-up word. You just made up that word. Many appear to lead a normal life afterwards. Interesting. I'd like to live a normal life for once. That'd be interesting. You see bodies in the water? I see bodies of water, not bodies in the water. I don't know what you're thinking about, Onwin. Hello, Shadow Milk Cookie. So shiny, so strong. How you doing? Sorry if I didn't say hello to you earlier. I was too busy writing down what Josh was telling me not to write down. You'll say 07. I said, and I did 07. I said it, and I did it at the same time. Let's play Boiled One mod in Minecraft. I'm cooked. Boiled to be precise. I'm boiled, chat. Tree of Heaven. August 13th, 2003. The late 1990s, now classified documentary-based television program would debut from a local station in Pennsylvania. The program revolved around... I can't read that fast. Revolved around woodland plants and animals and was primarily directed towards children. This already looks creepy as fuck. The music is already kind of like... Your cookie? Isn't that the name of a cookie? Yeah, Shadow Milk Cookie is in my vertical chat. The thing that people are talking about on Discord? Yeah. Matchbox is smoldering. The star of the show and narrator would talk about wonders of nature and the dangers of it. How to appreciate it, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from it. Unfortunately, in early 2000, the program would be taken off the air due to the host passing away. This is supposed to be kind of like Steve Irwin a little bit. It's like kind of like a Steve Irwin, Bob Ross type. And then something odd happened. August 13th, 2003, 13th episode of the series began a rerun seemingly out of nowhere. A rerun? Going to burn your matchbox, at least take the matches out. You're burning a matchbox, Combine? Yeah, don't burn a matchbox with matches in it. You gotta at least save some of those for later. The following audio recording depicts the beginning segments of the episode.
Good morning, bushwhackers. Today we're venturing into the heart of the forest to find a plant that's as beautiful as it is deceptive. Poison oak. We all know about it, and here in Pennsylvania it's not as common, but still something to look out for. And here on we aim to uncover all the wonderful secrets that nature has to offer, no matter how minuscule or gigantic. So let's get going, shall we?
What's...
Found primarily in deep North American woodlands.
I can barely hear it.
Poison oak has many different names and places of origin, also referred to as the Tree of Heaven. Imagine that? In China and Taiwan, one of these invasive species made its way to America in the 1700s and took its ground here boldly. As many of us know, infamous.
I heard a weird... That was like a weird sound. Wait, what? Okay, during one of the interlude segments, the anomalous broadcast would hijack the program. This broadcast depicted videos of a red melted face that spoke to the viewer in a warm yet deeply disconcerting voice. Not leaving? Wait, who said that Kate's leaving? Doesn't get yourself on the other YouTube stream? Oh, you're talking about Shadow Milk Cookie? Oh, SMC Shadow Milk Cookie, I see. I don't know if Shadow Milk Cookie's still in chat. I think they're just passing by. No need to fire, it doesn't taste good, trust me. I think you go into the YouTube short stream. Oh. This just feels like SCP. What? Yeah, the deep fried one. Crickets. When I'm done with it, it's gonna be the deep fried one. Preparing the pot right now. What is going on? Okay, I don't know if I heard anything weird happen during that video segment. I heard a little bit of stuff. I don't think I saw anything. This face and properties will be hereby... What? That went by too fast, man. Referred to as PHEN 228. Fen 228. Definitely not to be confused with Fen Rare, who is like a member of my chat. Spells with an F, not a PH. Bro signed his life away. Are you talking about Shadow Milk Cookie? He signed his life away? Or are you talking about me? Talking about me, Josh? Oh no. As Fen228 spoke, clips of footage and even live camera feed monitoring hospitals and bedrooms will be occasionally overlaid on the screen, obscuring Fen228's face. I don't even see it. Should I lower my volume? Ah, eyeballs, scary. Though most remembered Fen 228 speaking English, multiple non-English speaking viewers remembered understanding every word that was spoken. Fen 228. Now when you sign that paper, I didn't sign my name on it. The following clip is a restored recording of the anomalous broadcast. During the clip that was shortened and the audio has been muffled, reversed, and dampened. These alterations are absolutely necessary to suppress its hazardous attributes as effectively as possible. For maximum safety, watch the blue light glasses and insert your watch with blue light glasses and insert with your insert your earplugs. Should I lower down my volume now? I don't have blue light Do I have blue light glasses? Do I have those things? I think I have them somewhere. I'm not gonna look for them though. I do have a blue light filter for my computer. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. It's the devil. 666. I should have done an analog horse stream for my 666 celebration. Alright, let's get it on! Show me the video. Come on, I want to see something scary. Try to scare me, I dare you. No balls, no balls. What? I can't understand the damn thing you're saying. That was like something I say from Amori. What the hell? Is chat moving too fast for the chat thingy? Maybe. Is it? Does it seem like it to you? Oh, fuck. It's showing... Oh, it's only showing... Oh, my bad. I forgot... I guess I forgot to add, Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on. It's not showing... It's not showing everyone's chat. My bad. Hold on a second. I might need to do something real quick. I didn't realize this. Let me go over to my gaming just ring real quick. I just need to change my URL. I just realized that it doesn't look the same. Or maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm overthinking it. No, I think it looks fine. I'm overthinking it. What do you mean is the chat moving too fast for the chat thingy? Because it looks fine to me when I'm looking. Just signing that thing signs your life away with your signature or not? Really, Josh? Oh no. Oh no. How the hell does that mean I sold my life away? I signed my life away. Cruising for bruising. What is that? What is what the boiled one is doing? Yeah, what if I just punch him in the face? What if he thinks that he can scare me, but I just like punch him in the face and like, ah! Broadcast is be hereby referred to as. Damn it! I thought that was gonna be like. He just looks kind of funny. He looks like a silly. He looks like a big silly. People are scared of this thing. The broadcast will be hereby referred to as broadcast 813. You think I'm lying, don't you? Well, lying? Lying is a strong word. I don't know if you're lying. Lying to yourself, maybe. I'm just kidding. People can't cook me. Gravity Falls or watch stream. What do you mean Gravity Falls? Big boy, I got this. People who can't cook on one. Did that scare you, Remy? Was that scary to you? What we just saw on the Boiled One video? Broadcast 813 was viewed by roughly 530 residents throughout the southern Pennsylvania area, and upon viewing left many severely distraught. Why? Why? Is this like a Lavender Town thing? Aside from the discomfort and paranoia of Fen 228's television presence had brought to the viewers, there were other side effects that these viewers experienced that were highly unnatural. Anxiety and paranoia. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty common just in general. People have anxiety and paranoia all the time. How's that unnatural? When you think about it, doesn't Boiled One kind of look like it's shaped like a state? Like on the map, like a geography thing? Many viewers reported not being able to keep the image of Fen 228 out of their minds. Some even continued to hear its voice days after viewing. What, like... I can't understand what he said, but it's just... I don't like... Lavender Town. Yeah, like the Pokemon thing. It was more the Bible verse than the goof face. Ah, the Bible verse is... Was he saying a Bible verse? I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand what he was saying. Don't say I didn't warn you. I mean, it was already too late. You already said I was done after I already did it. Like, I already wrote down the thing, and you're trying to get me scared, and I'm like, I already did it. I guess I'm fucked. What am I supposed to say? What do you want me to say, Josh? Should I be like, oh my god! Oh no, Josh says, I'm dead. I'm cooked. No! No! Ah! I'm being boiled alive! What's my reaction supposed to be? All I can say is, well, I guess I'm fucked now. It was, I can't even shame people for simping for that thing, because I simp for similar stuff. That's crazy, Kate. Okay, you're making it really hard for me to be scared right now. I don't like Lavender Town, only Pokemon from it. The ones that are dead. Rip the paper and destroy it. Can I burn it? What if I burn it? I like to burn it. What if I get a bonfire? What if I just... What if instead I just like crumple it up and like eat it? Would that fix it? Game over, man! This fits this perfectly. Guess I'll die meme comes. Why does this look like early Foundation documentation? Use a sans serif font. What the hell? A victim who requested to remain anonymous claimed that the face was living in his brain and feeding on his spine. Feeding on his spine? Like... Did he like slurp it up like some spaghetti? Like good spine. The face was living in his brain, feeding on his spine. Another described trumpets playing in their ears before they fell asleep. No, couldn't be. Hearing trumpets? I hear them all the time sometimes too. I don't know why, but I feel like I just keep hearing them all. Wait, no, those are trombones. Different things, different instrument. But I feel something similar happening to me all the time. Not gonna lie, chat. Right before I sleep, that's what I hear. It's not even scary though to me. I like gory movies. No fires. None of these people knew that it was only the beginning. The beginning of a whole new species of suffering. A species of suffering that would never be fully understood. Can suffering be considered a species? August 14th, 2003. The Great Northeastern Blackout of 2003. A little bit repetitive. after the anomalous frequency was detected by television station troubleshooters. The NERC. You can't say that. You can't say the NERC. Just kidding. I don't think that means anything, but NERC sounds like... I feel like that's a word... What if somebody told you that like there was like a slur called the... Were you being such a NERC, huh? You know? I feel like that would be a slur or something. The NERC was ordered by the Ephrata branch to have all power grids local to the state of Pennsylvania disabled by 4 p.m. to prevent further escalation of the anomaly. In the public knowledge of broadcast 813. Really? Okay, that's a little bit extreme. Gargles your spine. The outage ultimately spread to various parts of New York, New Jersey, Ohio, and even Canada as well. I feel like I would have heard of this back in 2003. Gargles your spin. Giving you spine. Delicious. It's hard to be scared whilst watching this in stream. I suppose so. But maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe I'm just like saying this. I'm acting all cocky now until like the actual scary stuff happens, and then like that just means that like the actual scary stuff is gonna hit twice as hard. Wait, you have to react to a life of luxury sometimes. It's so stupid and silly. React to a life of luxury, is that also analog horror? It's like fake horror? Oh, interesting. You have to remind me. Any place but New Jersey. Not New Jersey. A little sad face. Look, it's so sad. Creating the famous Great Northeast Blackout of 2003, almost 50 million people were without power, some not getting it back until days later. During the confusion caused by the outage, all traces of broadcast 813 were collected by the Ephrata branch and seemingly wiped from existence. Including news articles in the works and from the morning after and the broadcast, internet posts, recordings, and more. Jesus. God damn, what the hell happened? What the hell's going on now? Why? That's like a big overreaction. It's silly, interesting. I don't know how idea how to describe it, but it's for entertainment. Oh, you know about life of luxury as well? Oddbluke? Interesting. The cause of the blackout is promptly covered up and claimed to have been a combination of human error and the result of these trees falling into sagging power lines somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio. But the damage had been done. Oh, the music is so creepy. Aftermath. "12 days after broadcast 813 was blocked from the air, historically massive influx of pseudocoma LIS occurred. LIS. Life is Strange? Sorry. Occurred through the state of Pennsylvania, leaving 509 people affected. 509. And many families in shock. Sans serif font is so creepy. You think so? It just looks like so normal to me. I guess I'm just so used to it. It was like every font. This was how all the fonts look like for like a good while. For like every like PowerPoint presentation. Pseudocoma is an extremely rare condition in which a patient experiences a medullospinal disconnection, leaving them to be conscious but unable to move or communicate verbally due to complete paralysis of all voluntary muscles in the body, except for vertical eye movements and blinking. Vertical eye movements? Not even horizontal. That sounds made up to me, but scary, if that's actually true. Candles extinguished, but I have no more matches. That's why you should have gotten yourself a lighter combined. You should have gotten. You should have gotten a clipper lighter. Lighters are better than matches. SNES font? No. Is that really SNES font? Ate all the matches. This anomalous outbreak of such a rare condition was regarded as a spectacle by the U.S. Department of Health. Fuck. And was put under governmental investigation immediately. Anomalous outbreak of such a rare condition. A spectacle? By the U.S. Department of Health? Like they'd all just be making this up? For a spectacle? I don't. Why would the U.S. government health be doing that? Just like starting a spectacle. Why would they do that? Like, of all the departments to be doing that kind of shit, why the Department of Health? Like, no one would take them seriously if they actually did shit like that. One thing in common with all of these cases is that all the patients had been at home watching TV the night before, the night the broadcast 813 was aired. Sans serif font, I hate it. As a graphic designer, I hate sans serif. Because it's just so, like, it's just so overly used. It's kind of become, like, it's basically even worse than, like Comic Sans. I think, like, Comic Sans was, like, the one that people were complaining, like, back when sans serif was, like, the popular one. This was, like, everywhere. But, like, yeah, back when this was, like, the main, like, the default everywhere, people were like, oh, I won't even read your essay if you write it in Comic Sans. Huh. It's just a stomach ache. Like, what? I do love when they have these conditions named like alloconditionitis, banner squid. Yeah, it's like doesn't seem real to me. That seems like a made up word. Matches my beloved. Serif is better, so much better. Just regular serif. I'm the #1 sans serif hater. Just use serif. Damn, I didn't know we were gonna be getting to a fonts debate here. I like papyrus. Both the font and the... What the fuck was that? Both the font and the character. But what the fuck was that? That happened really fast. Oh, wait a minute. I see you! I see him right there. See? There he is. The little fucking boiled one face. I see him. But what was that? That happened too quickly. Okay. See, there's a little boiled one face right there. The silhouette. Next frame. It's just this. Next frame after that. Enhance. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I like papyrus. That's some... What is that, a quote? Black letter is cool, but not enough people are able to read it. I like Norwester on Canva. That's the font I use for all of my thumbnails. Almost all my thumbnails. Papyrus special attack. You're blue now. You're blue now. That's my special attack. Yeah. Was there anything else? Hold on. Was that it? Okay, yeah, that was it. Though the victims of this outbreak were unable to speak, they were able to communicate through Morse code by blinking. Bold of you to assume that there are even people who even know what Morse code even is anymore. Chat, how many of you actually know what Morse code is? Like, I'm not wait. How many of you know how to communicate in Morse code? Am I in vertical or in horizontal? You are in vertical. Josh plays currently on vertical. If you're to go into my channel page, you can find horizontal chat there. You'll be able to see on my thumbnail. It'll say vertical on the side, on the left side of my thumbnail. The one that doesn't have that is the horizontal one. It's a face. It is a face. Wait, what do you mean it's a face? Right here? In this screen? Where would it be? More than 60 victims were interviewed. Many of these interviews held unavailing results that often led to more questions, and many others held results that required archival or termination. However, fairly late into the investigation, the Ephrata branch was notified by a particularly odd case revolving around one Job Zamperini, an elderly victim of the anomalous pseudocoma outbreak. Job Zamperini specifically requested his alias be... I'm going to say Job. Job Zamperini specifically requested that his alias be used in further records instead of his real name, which will remain classified. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a real name also. Zamperini was a war vet, and fluent in Morse code, putting him on the mark as a potential interviewee as soon as the outbreak was put under investigation. Pardon my pedantry. I understand if you asked me to do it, I wouldn't be able to, but I understand how someone could theoretically communicate through blinking. I mean, yeah, that would... I mean, people could theoretically do anything, but like how many people actually off the top of their heads just like know Morse code other than like SOS? I feel like SOS is like the only one that people like kind of know about. I saw it and went on Discord. The face? I said on Discord. Hold on. Let me see. Where are you on Discord? Put on quotes. Where are you posting it at? Memes? Oh, that face. I thought you were gonna send something funny. Or, I mean, I thought you were gonna send something scary. After a very odd photo was taken in his backyard by his visiting grandson, his family became deeply troubled and convinced his house was haunted. Why? Well, what's so odd about this photo? Oh, are you telling me that this pixelation wasn't here? It was here originally when right after you took the picture? Like, you didn't edit that in? That is pretty disturbing. Oh, and memes. I saw it. Silly. This led him to contract a local priest in hopes his house would be blessed. And that priest was Father John Ward. The following photo depicts Fen228 standing next to a small playhouse in Zamperini's backyard. Wait, Fen228? Like the boiled one face? The photo itself was proved to be non-hazardous and safe to view, though still anomalous in nature. Most comfortable viewing experience, wear blue light glasses or view from a distance of 3 feet or more. Wait, 3 feet? That's pretty far. Hold on, 3 feet or more. Hold on. Actually, let's see what happens if I actually turn on the blue light filter real quick. Let's try blue light. I'll try the. I don't have the glasses, but I'll try it on my computer. Okay, blue light filter. You got the blue light filter on. Okay, time to look at it from 3 feet 3 feet away. Okay. Hey, what's up, Normie? Welcome to the stream. Okay, hold on. 4 a.m. analog horrors is nice. True combined. Okay, I'm gonna step back 3 feet away from my computer, just so I can try to see what the hubbub is. Okay, I think that's about 3 feet. Um, I don't think I don't really see anything. Me next to my boyfriend. Why is the boiled one so spiky? Good question. These are the real questions. Why is he so spiky? Maybe it's because of all the spines that he's eating. Hello, Natalie. Welcome to the stream. Me next to my boyfriend. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I mean, it looked kind of creepy, but eh. Zamperini claims something horrible and unholy was with him, and would hurt him and possibly others if he described it and what it was telling him. The following is a recovered and previously archived recording in which Officer T. Gomez of the Ephrata branch interviews Job Zamperini. Officer T. Gomez.
Hello, Mr. I'm Officer Gomez.
Damn, you didn't have to call him that. What do you call him, actually? That it was so bad that they had to censor it. I'm just kidding, I know they wanted to censor his name. I'm just messing around. I couldn't stop laughing at the middle spike. Hold on. What was in the middle spike? Why is that the biggest spike too? Why does that have to be the biggest spike? I need to see this. What is the descriptor for this picture again? How did they describe this? Though it's an anomalous nature. The photo itself. Oh, how do they call it? What? Following photo depicts standing next to the small playhouse in Zamperini's backyard. Okay, it is a small playhouse. I was like, that doesn't look like a real house. Okay. The code's messing with my brain. He was here this whole time. Yo. You have a cold, Unwin? Damn. That sucks.
Hello, Mr. I'm Officer Gomez. Hope you're doing well today. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions regarding your condition and possibly unholiness within your home that your family had mentioned?
Translation sequence?
Okay, first and foremost, did you notice any onset symptoms before you lost complete mobility of your body? Face,
there was a face. Give it to God and go to sleep. Give what to God?
Face? Interesting.
It's on TV after. It was on TV and it never left me.
Have seen the broadcast that you saw on August the 13th described having vivid and upsetting hallucinations. Do you think this is something your brain has created?
No, it is in the window.
Can you please describe this face to me?
Horribly burnt, not of Lord Christ.
I still don't see it. Have you been having any hallucination aside from the face?
Hold on a second, hold on. Are you seeing this? It says right here, go give it to God and go to sleep, right? But as like the video goes on a little bit, you can see this right here. Was it lean see you? Or is it I can see you? It says I can see you. Someone can see me. Everything. Really bad cold, keep sneezing everywhere. Struggle sleeping, is quite uncomfortable. I hope you feel better soon, Onwin. It's not like it sucks having a cold, for real. That sucks. That seems to be happening to you as well, Remy.
Yeah, I still don't see it. Have you been having any hallucination aside from the face?
Someone can see me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I hear screaming of many
Are these
voices.
dreams constant?
At night before I sleep, I hear trumpets too. Damn, that sucks.
Thank you. You
But the
shedding
Lord
light
Christ
on
is with
this
me.
is helping more than you know.
Hey, what the fuck? What was that? What was that? What did he say?
Shedding light on this.
Hold on. I just saw right here. Right here. Are you seeing this bottom right corner of the bed? The boiled one is showing up. He's there in the window. Yeah.
Thank you. You shedding light on this is helping more than
Yeah,
you know.
he's right there, huh? I see you, P. Should I turn down the volume on my headphones? Is it gonna scream in my ear? Wonderful day, miracle of birth, a fetal fanfare. Something, something. What is it? Does that say March? What is it? January 2nd? I don't know. Uh, Fut Futanabe Bado. Wait. No, wait. Is that what that says? Or does that say Watanabe? Watanabe? Sorry, my Japanese is not as good as it used to be. Funabe? Wanabe? Wait, what? Damn, I forgot. Man, I have not. I don't know. Tana. Bado or something ureru. Hyper but tired. Me when I was younger, asked my mom for food when I was younger core. Shadowy figure in a hall, relatable. Work on your drawing. Nice, Natalie. The trumpets.
You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up.
Is that by hearing the laughter of thousands or something?
You will hear the trumpets play their happy sounds. The scalding blood of life will pour down onto us all. Together.
What the fuck is he saying? What? Sorry, I can't hear you. You have to speak up a little bit louder.
Listen closely. You hear it? You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up.
You'll hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up.
You will hear the trumpets play their happy sounds. The scalding blood of
You'll hear the trumpets playing happy sounds. The what?
life will pour down onto us all. Together, we will be filled. Together, a feast fit for a king. Together, melded by love and purest connection.
What the fuck am I? What was that? What the fuck was that? That is just it's just a filter. Warning: if you can see the screen, it means it's not safe to continue viewing. The program will end shortly. Okay, we'll end it. Protocol Brevetta Brevetta 228 has been initiated. Perform the procedures given to you during the instruction portion of this video immediately. Like what? No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. No evil... okay. Okay. That's it? Why do people like analog horror? Was that the big... What the hell's going on with that? I mean, it's a little bit... It's pretty disturbing for sure, but like... What is the hype for it? Maybe I don't get it. Gonna go scavenge for medicines. Your throat's burning. See you later, Ogblue. Is everyone getting sick? Why is his arm tweaking? His arm was tweaking like crazy, wasn't it? The fucking sky opened up and like blood came out. And I almost just spilled monster all over my keyboard. That was close. Why the fuck did my can of monster just like explode like that? Low key. Oh no. Was it the boiled one? Was the boiled one like... Did the boiled one curse my monster? Twig arms, points and laughs. Twig arms, twig arms, twig arms. Okay, I think I need that to be explained to me, because like I barely understood what was going on. Like I understood what was going on, but I barely understand, like, what makes it so creepy. The urge to put this on the VHS and place the VHS on the shelf in Goodwill is crazy. Yo, that's actually a good idea. You think the boiled one is bad? Wait until you meet his brothers. The grilled one, the roasted one, the sauteed one, the marinated one, the steamed one, the baked one, the microwaved one. Yeah. And SMC was in the other chat for a couple seconds earlier. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Shadow Milk Cookie, yes. It was so disgusting. True. Tried to steal it. Okay, I need to see the film theory on it. I need MatPat or someone who's affiliated with MatPat to explain this to me.
Warning, warning, look away. A cognito hazard has been detected in your area. Close all windows and... Warning, warning, you will be unable to move. Do not panic, just shut your eyes and prepare for death. Warning, warning, do not look it directly in the...
This is basically perfectly describing how I imagine like most analog horrors to like be like...
Eyes, you cannot run if it sees you.
New episode of Analog Horror is so spooky. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting. Not gonna lie, I was expecting like more of like a jump scary thing to happen like that.
Hello, internets.
Looks like that one guy from Star Wars. Which guy from Star Wars?
Welcome to Film Theory, the show that knows that the true terror in life is an unclicked subscribe button. So if you spend any time in the same corners of YouTube that I do, you've almost certainly seen this face floating around. Now, you might have seen this and been jump scared, but me, I saw this and thought, new analog horror just dropped? Yo, we gotta go theorize. Yeah, this is from a video called The
The Theory
Phenomenon, created by the YouTube channel Dr. Nowhere. And after seeing...
Like, I feel like the theories are probably like the most interesting part about like stuff like analog horror. Like theories and like ARGs
pop up, I asked the team if we could react to it over on GT Live, and I am so glad that we did. The trumpets
Oh,
and the happy sounds.
that's
Blood falling out of the sky.
That's some classic blood rain right there. And I'm not talking.
Wait, is that is MatPat actually still like doing stuff? He's still on the, he's still like on the channels. That's kind of cool. He's just not going to be like the main guy anymore, is the thing. So he still shows up every once in a while. That was more scary than the actual video. For real, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A little jump scare. Like, I was waiting for a jump scare. That's what I was waiting for.
About that bad PS1 era.
PS1.
About the vampire
Blood rain.
Dr. Nowhere is a creator named Silas Orion, and he's another part of this incredible new wave of young artists making awesome horror content here on YouTube. Think Kane Pixels
Interesting.
with the Backrooms and Unknowing.
That's a cool
with
name,
The Man in the
Silas
Suit.
Orion.
So what is the Boiled One phenomenon? Broad strokes, it's the latest analog horror story.
Yeah,
about a
the Smapat,
mysterious broadcaster
the man
that
himself,
devastates a
the
local
theorist
community.
himself.
And that's just the beginning. This story smashes together biblical lore with real-life events and a healthy sprinkling of the SCP Foundation on top to make a story about pain, grief, and the end of the world.
SCP Foundation? Should I know what this is? Did I miss out on the lore? Should I? Some of y'all been talking about. I saw some of y'all talking about SCP. SCP Foundation. Should I check that out after this?
In it, a horrifying red being causes full-body paralysis, forcing its victims to communicate by blinking Morse code. This one goes to some wild places, and spoiler alert, the Boiled One phenomenon is a warning about the oncoming apocalypse, complete with angels and blood and the sky.
Okay, I kind of, that's kind of what I gathered. Not gonna lie, it was something like that. Reminded me of kind of reminded me a little bit of Evangelion a little bit. Very biblical, and like the whole trumpets thing, and the whole like blood and coming from the sky, like the sky opening up and like blood pouring out. It's not exactly something that happens in Evangelion, but it kind of reminded me of it a little bit.
Eye-opening up, but
SCP mentioned, you should know. You're gonna go right now. Nobody has canceled the grind in War Thunder. See you later, Combine. SCP, ICP. Is it ICP or SCP? Yeah, he does look pretty gross. He looks
But
like he's
hope,
boiled.
And we can find out how to defeat the Boiled One by looking in the most unlikely of places. Grab your pens, paper, and blue light glasses, friends, as we dive into the mystery of the Boiled One phenomenon. So let's start out with a little recap. So we
Yeah,
know
I
exactly
want to
what
know.
happens
Someone
in
needs to
this
explain
video.
this a little
The
bit.
Boiled One is framed as a VHS videotape curated by an organization known as the Ephrata Branch. We're warned that the contents of the tape are known to cause severe cognitohazardous conditions. If you don't
Did
know,
not experience that at all.
cognitohazards are a real thing. Information that can hurt you just by you knowing it. Like
Cognito hazards? Oh, is this kind of like cursed knowledge that kind of just like fucks with you? Kind of like information that can hurt you just by you knowing it. Kind of like, hey chat, did you know that you can just breathe manually instead of automatically? Kind of like that. ICP mentioned. What are you talking about? Insane Clown Posse?
the dark truths of the universe, or the loss meme. That means that just watching this video could be dangerous for our health. But thankfully, we're also given instructions on how to best prevent such side effects. For example, if you begin to hear something evil or unholy speaking to you in tongues, you're instructed to plug your ears in, right? I can see this paper. I can see my hand. I can't hear the screaming of thousands. I can't hear the feast. I am a move.
Like I wrote this, I did write this down. I did write this down. It's so evil. Sorry, Remy.
Just a normal grounding mantra. Nothing to be too concerned about. We're also instructed to recite the Bible.
Yeah, see Josh? See Josh? Nothing to be concerned about. Nothing at all. He didn't say anything about that being like causing any problems. Sillies. You're a fan of the Insane Clown Posse? God damn, that's really old. Insane Clown Posse is really old. Holy fuck.
Psalm 91:10, which reads, "No evil shall befall you, and no plague shall come near your dwelling. But after all of that, should any memories or mental imagery of something unholy linger
What's
in
up,
your
Hermes?
mind, contact the authorities immediately. They'll give you some amnestics, drugs meant to make you forget, which can help you appear to lead a normal life. Emphasis on appear. The long and short of this warning:
Appear
if
to
something
lead
bad
a
happens
normal
to you
life.
here, you're never gonna recover. So that's just swell. We are then shown footage from a local.
So it's like somewhat normal life. I don't know anyone that lives a normal life though. Chad, do you know anyone that lives a normal life? Like normal? Or is everybody just like living like a different form of weird life? it's like more normal to have a weird life at this point because everyone's got their own shit going on that's like so different from everyone else. You too. You're also a fan of the Insane Clown Posse, Remy? That's crazy. I used to listen to some of their shit, and it's like, you know, their stuff's okay. Their stuff's okay. It's not stuff I'd listen to all the time, but it's hip hop, and I like hip hop, so I like some other stuff by default, like just because it's my kind of genre. I like The Great Malenko. I thought it was a pretty good album.
Broadcast television program, a documentary centered on educational content about local woodland, plant, and animal life. Sadly, this documentary program was taken off of the air after the creator suddenly died in early 2001.
I felt like this early part, this part about like the whole guy that like makes like nature documentaries or whatever. I thought that part was like somewhat unsettling. It was like I thought it was like interesting. And I was like, oh, this could be kind of creepy. But all the stuff that happened after that was like, it's just like distorted face and shit. And it was like, angels are coming. Can you hear the trumpets? The world is going to end in 2025. So based. Yo. Read a commercial survey as always. I read the first 2 pages of the Bible with my other Filipino volleyball friend, and because it was in my hotel room and I was bored. Hello, Kiki's Dreamland. Welcome. Hello, fellow Oni fans of myself. What's up? What's up, Monolium? What are you doing, Keys Dreamland? I'm reacting to some analog horror. I just watched the Boiled One phenomenon, and I need MadPat or someone who's friends with MadPat to explain to me why it's scary.
Which made it strange when an episode aired out of nowhere on August 13th, 2003. Later known as Broadcast 813, named after August 13th. I see what you did there. This particular episode is about the
August
poison
13th.
oak.
I see.
As it is deceptive.
However, during this broadcast, something else would hijack the program. Something with a red face that spoke to viewers over top footage of hospitals and bedrooms. And
You doing
even
this time,
creepier,
Daniel?
Everyone who saw this message understood it, even
The
if
Bibble?
they didn't speak English. This being is designated Fin 228 by the Ephrata branch, presumably short.
Are you familiar with analog horror, Keys Dreamland? Or at least are you familiar with the Boiled One? You read the Bible as though it was a skincare product in an ad. In an ad. Did you read it like this? You read the Bible as though it was a skincare product in an ad. Yeah, I was like, are you feeling whatever it said? Is it normal that I got an email that my video is blocked even though I can still see my video that I uploaded? Or you're asking about that, Kinky? I mean, you would be able to still see it because it's your video. But sometimes videos are only blocked in certain territories. So, like, because it's your video, you should be able to still see it no matter what. But yeah, that's normal in the sense that that's something that would happen if your video is blocked. But it's not normal that your video is blocked. So you should probably do something to stop it from being blocked. No, like hey, it's me, your skin. Really, like those? I haven't seen the CeraVe ads. I've seen a few of those, but not too many of them. And I saw like the Lil Wayne one.
for Phenomenon 228. But this is the boiled one, so what does he have to say? Garbled nonsense, of course. Yeah,
Yep.
what we're shown here is a
He
restored...
goes like, please subscribe to the Boiled One. I need 1 million subs in 2 months.
recording of the event, but it's been muffled and reversed by the Ephrata branch to suppress any cognito-hazardous effects. But I mean, come on, you know us. Of course we're gonna pop this in an audio editor and reverse it to see what it actually
yes,
says.
please.
Quote,
This is what I need.
My face will cause a manifestation of my being in the future. You will be asleep in bed. I will be there and watch over you. When you wake, you will not be able to move any part of you. When the doctors eventually find you, they will not see me, but you will. And I'll see you too. Forever. I'll see you.
Insurance.
That sounds kind of nice of him. It sounds like he's going to be there to keep you company because, like, a lot of us are so lonely. Chat. I'm so lonely. All the other Oni are afraid of me. They see me as just a programmer. I'm not even given a real name. Neo's not my real name. I'm just being given a purpose. Of YouTube Premium, so I have no ads. Hell yeah, same here, Remy. Yeah, I don't get ads. That's maybe that's the reason why I don't know what you're talking about. Just an anime reaction. I need to upload it new. Probably, you might need to do that, or at least cut out the parts that like where that are like affected by the anime stuff. Like anime reactions, yeah, like that's the reason why I kind of stopped doing them. Is because like copyright is kind of like a problem with those. Yeah, it requires you to do a lot of editing and like stuff that would like stop copyright detectors from like catching it. You know, you just gotta like, I don't know, put a filter on it, reverse the video, something like cut out any music pretty much, like yeah, like mute anytime music shows up basically. Yeah, I need this dude standing nearby him. You flirting with me, monster? I have a boyfriend. He's just like there. He's just like there watching over you, you know, because he knows that you have nobody to sleep. You have no one to like, you know, keep you company at night. The boiled one is actually trying to like do you a solid. It's trying to be there for you when nobody else will. Watching Gravity Falls, and then I hear Film Theory. What's up, Chad? It's Film Theory. Did you know that the boiled one was actually not boiled at all? He's actually just grilled. He's fictional, but hello, Gravity Falls. Yo, same. Who's your favorite Gravity Falls character? I like Zeus. Zeus is a good character.
Sure enough, it's exactly what happens. 12 days after broadcast 813, over 500 people who were watching that day suddenly fell into a pseudo-coma. This is a real condition also known as locked-in syndrome, during which almost...
But no, wait. That's a fucked up way to call it if that's actually what it is. Locked-in syndrome? Are you just like memeing with that? If this is a real condition, don't just meme on it like that. Don't just call it locked-in syndrome. If that's actually... Hold on. Let me look that up. Hold on. Locked-in syndrome. Is that real? Oh, LIS. Oh, that's what it meant. It didn't stand for Life is Strange. Locked-in syndrome? That's a real name? So if I were to say, chat, I'm locked in. But don't worry, I don't have the syndrome or anything. Now I'll be right back after I'm finished dealing with this YouTube. Alright, see you later, Key Streamland. Hopefully you can get that settled. Bilford. Yo, Bilford? Wait, who's Bilford again? Is that oh wait, is that a ship? Bill Cipher and Ford? Oh my god. Toxic old man yaoi. I see what you mean. They're it's a hikikomori syndrome, pretty much. Locked in syndrome. The fact that one of the actual artists drew Bilford. No.
All voluntary muscles in a patient's body are paralyzed except for eye movements and blinking. The person is still entirely conscious and even able to communicate with eye movements, but they can't move or speak or do anything else. And the only reason this didn't spread further is because during the broadcast, the Ephrata branch disables all power grids in Pennsylvania, which resulted in the entire northeastern United States losing power. This actually coincides with a real event known as the Northeast Blackout of 2003.
Wait, this is a real thing that actually happened?
Stretched everywhere from New York to Michigan to Ontario and left 50 million people without power.
Oh my god. I guess I didn't hear about this.
In the real world, the blackout wasn't caused by some conspiracy, but instead by a combination of human error and a software bug causing a local blackout to cascade across the entire region. But
oh my god, look at all of these guys.
And a software bug causing a local blackout to cascade across.
Look at all these people. This is what happens when like a whole area like that big of an area has a fucking blackout. You got all these people outside touching grass. Was there a film theory about Bill Ford? I swear I'm not saying I think it exists. Oh no, it's canon. It's basically canon. Do you think so? I mean, weren't they like actually best friends though for a little bit? But like Bill was just like messing with him. It's 2020 syndrome starting from March to another month next 2 years. Ah, you got your headphones? What are you talking about? Headphones for what? Are you talking about like the the little invincible speech I gave? Ford for real called him his muse or something? Oh my god. Maybe Bill Cipher just took the form of like a beautiful woman, or maybe that maybe Ford just is really into that upside down Dorito body, you know? I hear the Dorito body is very popular these days.
Across the entire region. But in the world of the Boiled One, the Ephrata branch used the blackout to collect and or delete all footage, news articles, recordings, and internet posts related to Broadcast 813. Shortly afterwards, they also set up interviews with the victims who fell into the pseudo-comas, who are able to answer the questions by blinking Morse code. However, what the victims had to say was disturbing, as they described a horrific face that they kept seeing, and that they kept hearing voices and trumpets as they fell asleep. Again, exactly what the Boiled One warned us would happen in that reversed audio, and many victims were terminated as a result of the interviews. The screen then cuts to white as we see a silhouette of the Boiled One alongside the text, "Wonderful
Where does the
day,
name the
miracle
Boiled
of
One
birth,
even come
feel
from?
fanfare and a phrase in Japanese. We are then addressed directly by the Boiled One himself, and it's as terrifying as you might imagine. He tells us to listen closely.
It's a little
as we hear
terrifying.
the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up, as trumpets play, as the blood of life pours down. He tells us to be still.
I'll say that was like maybe the creepiest thing that kind of like that kind of affected me a little bit, was just like seeing this like thing in the corner of the screen of the sky, just like those like pulsating and blood coming out and shit like that. That looked a little bit off-putting for real. A little bit more than the face. The face looked just silly to me.
By love. Before the video is cut off, and we are instructed to follow all of the protocols laid out to protect us at the beginning of this whole creepy thing. So, okay, that was a lot. For just 10 minutes of content, the Boiled One phenomenon is dense. What the heck even happened here? Well,
to be fair, a lot of that is like stuff that's like written down, and they give you like 2 seconds to read it. It's like expecting you to actually like pause the video and read everything. That's what it's expecting you to do. It's only 10 minutes, but it's actually like deceptively 10 minutes. You know, it's like you can't unless you're like a speed reader. You're not realistically like just reading all that. Like you have to pause it a little bit.
Good place to start trying to resolve this mystery would be with all of its religious references. Ideas pulled from Christianity are all over the Boiled One. Yes, we have that Bible verse that we're meant to repeat to protect ourselves, but the documentary that the Boiled One hijacks?
Poison oak, also referred to as the Tree of Heaven.
Tree of Heaven, you say?
Tree of Heaven.
Is especially interesting because that isn't actually true.
I didn't even catch
Though
that.
The Tree of Heaven is a real plant, and it's part of the same family as the poison oak. They're different plants from entirely different parts of the world. Both make you itchy, yes, but poison oaks are native to North America, while the Tree of Heaven is originally from Taiwan and northeast and central China. Was that a mistake or something intentional, letting Dr. Nowhere add another reference to religion here? Additionally, remember the Ephrata branch, the SCP-like organization handling the situation?
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. I just assumed that he was just making it up. So toxic X soda that can't be denied. Gravity Falls fans. Imagine being your lover's muse. Your lover's muse. But isn't that what it means to be a lover? That you become their muse? Or do I misunderstand that? I'm still thinking about the drama from the span of 3 days. Oh, was it the drama that caused your stomach ache, or is that completely unrelated, Hermes? The Bibbleverse. The Bibble.
Well, they're also named after a real group. All the way back in 1731, a religious group known as the Ephrata Cloister was founded in what is now Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, the same area where this series takes place. Oh, and another big thing that stood out to me, the repeated mention of trumpets.
Yes.
After the broadcast,
Understand that?
and the other victims heard trumpets before they fell asleep.
I don't understand that, I mean.
There, the Boiled One warned us that trumpets would play their happy sounds. Oh, and also, just an amazing cherry on top here in the
like it reminded me a little bit of Evangelion, like hearing the music like that.
A mysterious glass trumpet was found buried in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Too fragile to be played by humans without damaging it, and it's the only such trumpet ever found in North America. Given
a glass trumpet? What's the point of that?
How well it was preserved, archaeologists believe that it was buried intentionally, perhaps to hide it. But why does all of this matter? Well, trumpets have...
This is like a weird... This is like somebody like randomly got like a bunch of random like factoids from the... a bunch of weird like random like things that happen in the Northeast, right? And they just like mashed it all together and into like one like horror, like analog horror thing. Like, oh, if you're in the northeast side of the United States, you might be familiar with a few of these things. Maybe if I was like more familiar with that area, like the stuff that happened in that area, maybe some of these would hit a little bit closer to home. Some of this like stuff from the Boiled One, I mean.
A very specific meaning in the Bible. See, in the book of Revelation, the final book in the New Testament of the Christian Bible, we're told about visions of the eventual apocalypse. In them, 7 angels sound 7 trumpets, with each bringing a new disaster upon the world. One of them burned a third of the planet's trees, perhaps a connection to the dangers of nature and the Tree of Heaven from the documentary that the Boiled One hijacked. Another would turn a third of the ocean's water into blood, perhaps paralleled by the Boiled One saying that the blood of life will pour down upon us all. In the video,
like an Ava.
We even get some pretty gnarly imagery of the sky opening up and blood falling down. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty apocalyptic to me.
Yeah, that's pretty off-putting.
Boiled One here, he's clearly telling us that the end of the world is upon us. So, is that the message here? Is the Boiled One foretelling the end of the world? The trumpets have started blowing for the victims, so is the apocalypse on the horizon? That would be pretty cut and dry when it...
How many times have I heard that the world's going to end in whatever time frame, whatever day? I've heard this over the years. Chat, understand? I've like lived a lot. I've been alive for like over 2,000 years. Okay, you know how many fucking times I've heard stories of like people saying like, oh, the world's going to end. The world's going to end in like in the year 100. The world's going to end in the year 666. The world's going to end in the year 1000. Oh, the world's gonna end in I don't know, whatever Bible verse year or whatever. 1025. You know, it's like I keep hearing it. I for the past couple millennia. You know, I keep hearing the world's gonna end in this exact year. And you know, it never happens. It never fucking happens. In Pennsylvania, not just people, not the people, just a name. It's like, why'd you name Pencil? Hey, come on. That's where who's from Pennsylvania? Isn't that wait, isn't that where what was that guy's name again? Ben Franklin? Isn't that where he's from? Maybe Ben Franklin was kind of a nerd, so he probably wrote like a lot of notes in pencil before, and maybe that's the reason why. No, drama things. I know I thought I talked about the IRL stuff. I was just wondering if that is like related to your stomach problem. So I guess because I was big back in my heart. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't even know what big backing even means. Big backing. What does that mean? What does big backing mean? Oh. I'll be honest. This is the first time I've ever heard someone use that phrase. Remember, it's going to end in 2012. Yeah, that was the other one. That was like the most recent one I can think of. The one that was like, oh, the year is the end of the world. 2012 is the Mayan calendar or something. Or was it Incan calendar? No, it was the Mayan calendar. It was the Mayan calendar. It ends. You know, like, hey, listen, the Mayan calendar can only get so big, okay? You're only seeing like a part of the Mayan calendar. That's not even the full Mayan calendar, okay? Like, that shit eroded over the years. The Mayan calendar lasted until at least the year 3000, at least from what I last remember when I last saw it. But then it broke. Somebody broke it, and then it ends in the 2012 like marker. That's what happens. That's real. I'm not making that up. Okay, I was there. I was there when the Mayans actually made it. Love analog horror. What's up, Meddler? Sorry if I didn't see your message earlier. Sorry, my chat's a little bit too zoomed in. So I'm not. So I'm like a little bit extra prone to missing a few people in chat. That's my bad. Such as my ancestors did. Hello, Rumham. Welcome.
Comes to an analog horror series, but that's not
We're watching
everything
some
that's going
analog
on here.
horror.
See, for all of the biblical language and allusions that the Boiled One uses here, it's not the only thing hidden in its storyline. Close to the end of the video, before the Boiled One speaks directly to the viewer, do you remember that weird white screen with text on top of it?
Yes, I remember that.
Passage in Japanese? Well, if you translate...
Please translate that for me, because my Japanese is not very strong, and that included kanji, and I just nope the fuck out whenever I see that shit.
Like that, it reads, "Fear the one and only Watanabe bird." And that's not
okay,
the
it
only
was
place
Watanabe.
this happens. Earlier in the video, when we're told...
Oh, Watanabe Bado. Oh, the Watanabe bird. Oh, that was like bad. What's bad? Watanabe Bado. It was like bad or something. I totally misunderstood it. Never hopped into a live stream, so I don't blame you. Oh, no worries, Meddler. No, I just didn't see it because it kind of like because I'm zoomed in on my chat right now, and like I guess I just like missed a few because like chat moves like fast and I zoom in on it. Like, can't resist some good hair-raising creepiness. Yeah, it's like creepy. I guess maybe that's the thing about analog horror that I kind of need to understand a little bit, because like maybe I'm like expecting to be like scared, like jump scared, right? Or like something that would make me like quiet down and be like, you know, something that'll blow my mind. But I think it's just like kind of just like it's just like meant to be a little bit creepy. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit creepy, kind of like it's like a creepypasta kind of a thing. Boiled One reminds me of every move you make, every step you take. I'll be watching you. Vine. That's the boiled one. See, like the boiled one is just like there just to be like, just to be your friend, you know? He wants to be your best friend, but he knows how creepy he is. So he's like, so he's just like, it's just letting you know that he'll be there. He'll be like your guardian angel.
That even people who didn't speak English understood what the boiled one was saying. We see an image of an eyeball with red text reflected on it. If you reverse
what
this
was that?
text, you'll find that it's Japanese and that it reads "afraid of birds." Now that's a very weird, specific phrase. I knew it had to mean something, and after a bit of digging, I found that it's connected to a very real, very evil person. Mutsuhiro Watanabe was a war criminal and sergeant in the Japanese army during.
What? See, like this is what I'm saying. It feels like this guy just kind of like whoever made the boiled one. He's just like mixing a bunch of things that he just like randomly like heard about, and just like put it all into like one video. Is this what analog horror is? I should try making something like this. That'd be kind of cool.
World War II.
How about I just like mix up all the creepypastas I've learned about over the years and just mix it all into one big analog horror video. If you don't know the Bible, it would go over your head really fast. If you know the Bib, I don't know the Bible. Sag, I heard creepypasta. I mean, isn't analog horror basically just like a modern day like creepypasta, like in just purely in video form?
Specifically, he was a guard at the Omori prison camp holding Allied prisoners.
Wait, what did he call it?
Specifically, he was a guard at the Omori prison camp holding Allied prisoners.
Omori prison camp. That's real? Hey, come on. That's so crazy. I just played Omori yesterday. What the fuck? That's a real thing? Omori prison camp. Why would they... Wait, did Omori get their name from this somehow? Is that like a deep cut? What are the fucking chances of that? Huh. Right there it says Omori camp. What the fuck? That's crazy. I didn't know Omori was like used in anything else, really.
Prisoners of war,
like the name.
Nicknamed Watanabe, the bird. Thus, the Watanabe bird. At Omori, Watanabe committed horrible atrocities, torturing prisoners in his care. Believe me, you don't want to know the specifics. Despite being one of the most wanted war criminals by the Americans, Watanabe would survive the war and evade all punishment for his crimes, living out the rest of his life as an insurance salesman. He eventually died on April 1st.
An insurance salesman? That's wild. And he died in 2003. That's wild, dude. Bro committed war crimes. In a fucking death camp. Fucking just goes on to become like the nice neighborhood, like your friendly neighborhood, like insurance salesman. That's wild that actually happens. I feel like I've heard of stories like this, where like people from like World War II who've committed atrocities and stuff. They just end up having a regular ass like life at the end of it. After all of it. You know, the boiled one reminds me of Athena from Epic. Girlie was watching him until wisdom. Yeah, he was giving you wisdom. He was telling you like what to expect, you know, and people don't listen to him. You know, that's their fault. The boiled one is just trying to help you out, bro. Analog horror monster destroyer of ecosystems. Look at my PFP. Is it because you've been shapeshifter? What's up, Isaiah? Bro died on April Fool's as if bro died as a joke. He did, huh? You're right, he died on April Fool's. Oh my god, April Fool's is coming up. When is April Fool's? April Fool's in a couple of days. Okay. Maybe I'll stream on Tuesday. Maybe I won't stream tomorrow and I'll stream on Tuesday. I'll do like an April Fool's thing. Maybe I'll do an April Fool's thing. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. How hey, how you doing, Asaya? Are you familiar with the boiled one? Yeah, it's in 2 days. I should think. Okay, you know what? You know what? I have something already in mind. I have something in mind. Let's go. It's gonna be so good. This is gonna be some good shit. It's not gonna. I don't have any like crazy thing happening for April Fools, but I think it'll be funny what I do. It's gonna happen on a stream, and I think it'll be hilarious. The joke is that he isn't streaming. Hey, that's not true.
2003, just a few months before the Boiled One takes place in August of that same year. Clearly, what's happened here is that in this story, Watanabe died and became the Boiled One, this dark, evil entity that now physically resembles the monster he was inside. And
Well, it was like Watanabe, like, boiled alive in death?
that part isn't even speculation. Dr. Nowhere confirmed that Watanabe was the inspiration for the monster, and now Watanabe is trying to use the broadcasts like the one we see in this video to continue to spread trauma and pain, just like he did during World War II. And we even get a hint at this through the
That wouldn't make sense. I was like wondering, like, why is there like random like Japanese text, you know, of all things? Why is it all in Japanese? And also, why wouldn't he just be talking in Japanese? Why wouldn't he just be speaking in Japanese?
nature documentary that the Boiled
It won't
One
be funny.
hijacked. Remember how it misidentified?
The joke is that I'll disappear. It won't be funny. Just like me saying that I'm gonna stream and I'm like, psych, I'm not streaming. Happy April Fool's Day, y'all. And I just end the stream right there. That'll be kind of funny.
Find poison oak as the tree of heaven? Well, one fascinating thing about the tree of heaven is that it's an invasive species brought to North America from Asia, spreading its roots to another continent and dominating the natural plants there. That is exactly what the Boiled One is doing here. Invading airways, spreading to a new land, and infesting bodies in North America. And now, that pain makes the Boiled One grow. In the very first few frames of the video, we see the monster's body stretch up into the sky.
That is actually kind of interesting. I didn't really think too much about it, but that's actually true. Like it is kind of vaguely shaped like some kind of plant.
As if he's growing like
What's
a
up,
tree.
Nathan?
That has some really dark implications, right? The more he's hurting people, even in death as this creature, the more strength it gives him to continue doing so. It's a cycle, and perhaps that is what's leading the Boiled One to spark these apocalyptic visions. But that being said, there's another key player in this story that we haven't talked
Who
about
is it?
yet, and it's one that proves that the Boiled One cannot and will not win. Remember the victims of the Boiled One who could communicate through blinking Morse code?
Is it Morse? Was it Morris himself?
One of them is called Job Zamperini, a war vet and devout Christian who is able to connect the dots between his loss of mobility and seeing the Boiled One's face on TV, an image that has not left him since seeing it. Well, just like the Boiled One is based on Watanabe, Job Zamperini is based on other people. The first is the biblical figure Job, a good man.
Okay, that's what I was saying. His name is Job. Okay. It was very biblical. Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was supposed to be, like, based off of that. I see the middle spike. Yeah, the middle spike. Every time I see the body, I see the middle spike. Why is it always the biggest one? Why is it always the biggest spike? Compensating for something. Bro, it looks like one of those Guam socks. Guam rocks? It's like, what's a Guam sock? It's having the opposite effect. I was like, I thought this was supposed to creep me out. I thought this was supposed to scare me, but I'm actually just like goofing on it. I wonder if Joe existed in the first place. Job. We got a place there called Job Mama. Job Mama. Why does the Boiled One kind of low-key look like Huggy Wuggy in the face shape? You think so? Y'all hear me on the Boiled One. Hear me out. No, I'm not going to hear you out, official hater. No.
who looks well after his family, but is suddenly faced by disaster after disaster, taking away everything he holds dear. Despite these hardships, Job remains faithful to God, which is great because the hardships were actually intended to be a test from God. This very much reflects the Job Zamperini.
I think I know that's the
story.
story.
This is a man tormented night and day by the Boiled One. He cannot escape this awful...
Oh, that's why he's like, oh, it's like Job, right? Because he has like, I think one of the plagues that Job got was like he has boils all over his body. And that was like a Family Guy reference. I think I heard that in the first episode of Family Guy. But like maybe the boiled one, you know, maybe it's like because he's covered in boils or something. Is that the reason why he's called the boiled one? He thought it was because he looks like he's boiled in water. No, it's because because his skin is just like one giant boil. But he's tall. The boiled one meets the one criteria. He's tall. There you go. I guess that's all you needed to hear, huh? The harder you squint at analog horror, the more absurd it starts to seem. True. Also, stuff like Local 58 and other stuff is a lot less dense for video. True, true. Yeah, I do kind of want to check out Local 58. It looks kind of interesting.
Face staring at him at all hours of the
I might
day,
put that up
being
next.
told that he will never escape this fate. For the briefest moment during the interview with Job Zamperini, we see red Morse code flash on the screen, which reads, "Nobody but me and you." This is the Boiled One trying to convince Zamperini that he is alone, that there is no God, and that it's just the two of them from now on. And what does Zamperini do here? Despite his paralysis, this awful situation forced upon him, he remains faithful, just like Job from the Bible. And the second figure that Job is based on, it's actually a real person. One of Watanabe's prisoners, Louis Zamperini. Louis Zamperini was...
Yo, that's a deep cut. That's kind of cool, actually. If anything, if nothing else, I'm actually impressed by all the references that he's making in this that he made in the Boiled One phenomenon.
Was an Olympian athlete turned soldier who fought for the United States in World War II. After his plane was shot down in the Pacific, he was taken prisoner by the Japanese and was one of the POWs tortured by Watanabe. Thankfully, Zamperini survived confinement, but he carried the scars from Watanabe's torture, both physical and emotional, for the rest of his life. In interviews following the war, Zamperini admitted to having nightmares about his captors for years after he was released, and only really found relief when he turned to Christianity. Now, obviously, religion is...
Damn, dude. Damn. Damn, that's just actually kind of real. Fuck. Damn. I feel bad for that guy. That sucks. He looks like a used feminine product. That's a wild thing to say, Hermes. Local 58 is pretty good. Oh, you think so too? Oh shit! All right. We're getting we got two more people talking about Local 58. I think I might put that up next, and then maybe after that I'll try out maybe after Local 58 we'll see what's up with the Mandela catalog, or I kind of want to check out at least No Through Here. I kind of want to see No Through Here also. So so Boiled One, Local 58, No Through Here, Mandela catalog. I'm thinking. Local 58 do be a banger. Okay. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6'1". Be impressed by my tall height. There you go. There you go. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Stand by me.
Isn't the only way to heal from...
You look at him, he's always excited to see you, and he's like... Want to be scared? Just watch Ghost Stories like it scared me. Ghost Stories, the anime, and the English dub.
Experiences like this. This is just what worked for Zamperini, and it helped him let go of his pain and move on from his nightmares.
That's good. That's
not
good.
Be paralyzed by them any longer. How? through forgiveness. That is the core message of The Boiled One. This very easily could have been a story about the cycles of pain and how you carry that with you, how it can destroy your life if you let it, how it can leave you bedridden with grief, looking the monster in the face at every turn. But that doesn't have to be how you handle that pain, or how you deal with the monsters that feed off of it like Watanabe and The Boiled One. The biggest weapon that
He just looks kind of stupid. He just looks kind of dumb. He doesn't even look that scary. He doesn't look that scary. He just looks kind of dumb. He's just like, I just made Boiled One. What's up, guys? He's just like not that scary looking. I was like, this is supposed to be the one that gives me nightmares? No, Dr. Nowhere, I love his videos. Does he make other videos? Fun fact, the person on Roblox actually introduced me to No Through Road. Yeah, No Through Road, yes. No Through Here. I said No Through Here. I meant No Through Road. Thank you. But yeah, I do kind of want to check out No Through Road, because I heard, like, when I was like looking at like what are some like analog horrors, like I think No Through Road is like one of the earliest ones, one of the first ones actually. No bully Neo is trying his hardest to be scary. He just looks like a big silly. He does. He looks like a. He did become a plushie. He's certified marketable. He is marketable. I am saying he is marketable. He just doesn't look that scary. He just looks like a. He just looks like a goofy guy. He just looks like a goofy guy that's supposed to kind of be scary a little bit. Maybe creepypastas have kind of ruined like this kind of imagery for me. You know, because like I feel like I thought Slender Man was a little bit scary. Not really. But he was like faceless, you know. There's something off-putting about it. But this thing is just like it looks like did look like he's smiling or something.
People in this world, the Ephrata Branch and Joe Zamperini and all of the other victims can use against the Boiled One.
Like I think he would make a good jump scare picture. Like if he jump scared me, this would be kind of scary. But it's just like seeing him like slowly and like his face moving, like in his mouth going like it's just kind of goofy. MLP horror.
Forgiveness. Following his release, the real-world Louis Zamperini later returned to Japan specifically to confront his captors. He even tried to meet with Watanabe up until the day Watanabe died, but the bird avoided any and all contact with Zamperini, hoping to not be judged by America. But Zamperini didn't want to hurt Watanabe or any of the others. All he wanted to do was forgive them. That is actually what Zamperini credits to making his nightmares go away. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory.
Hey!
And cut. If you want another analog horror theory right now...
That's just a theory. Dang. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, the Boiled One's kind of like... It was like, okay. Definitely analog horror. But I think like all the stuff explaining it is very interesting. I think it's actually very interesting, like, when you add all of that context in it.